Hey guys, my name is Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to sneak somewhere kind of quiet. I'm about to leave the house and go look at a house that just went for sale on the market 2 days ago. I'm not necessarily house hunting. I'm not really in the market, but I do keep my eye on realtor.com, and this huge house just came up for sale and it's kind of amazing. It has the potential to be either just a massive money pit, which I love that movie with Tom Hanks, by the way, or massive profit, but it would just be a humongous undertaking and a huge project. But I thought I would take you guys along as I go to look at it because it has the potential, like I said, to really make us a lot of money. I just don't know what the cost would be, and it's so hard to tell online when you're just looking at pictures. So we're gonna drive out there. It's about 15 minutes away from where I live right now, and see what we're working with. It's an old plantation house. It's been added on to a few times, and it's on 4 acres. My big draw to it though is that it's currently listed at $375, which is a lot of money, but it's only $75 per square foot, which for our area is really low. We can normally get closer to like $115 per square foot, which would put it closer to $600,000 as a selling price. And assuming we put in some nice updates to it, I really think that 600 would not be a stretch. I mean, in this area, that's pretty typical actually for a larger home of that size. And there's even unfinished space in the attic that we could maybe finish and up that square footage so that we can even charge more for it when we go to resell. I know this is a dream. I'm a very big dreamer. My poor husband, I'm just kind of dragging him along, but he is going to come meet us so we can all look at it together. And I thought I would show you guys. It's probably not going to turn into anything, but I thought it'd be fun to look at. So let's go and I will show you the house. So it looks like we have an outbuilding over here, another little shed over there. I think there's a barn over there too, kind of behind that big tree. And then if I turn you here, there's the driveway up there, and then just a huge yard, and then a little circle drive, which I love right here. It's really beautiful out here. So we've just entered the front door and taken a right into this front parlor room. As you can see, there's a lot of busy wallpaper everywhere, a lot of bright carpeting. It's just a lot to take in. They have a lot of furniture, a lot of knickknacks. These front rooms aren't so bad as far as how much stuff they have, but there is a lot of stuff in other rooms of the house. It just makes it really hard for buyers to see what the actual house looks like. It's hard to look past the curtains and the wallpaper and the carpet and the flooring and the lighting. It's just a lot. Pretty much everything needed to be updated. I do like the size of the kitchen looking here. I don't like the shape of the island. That would be something I would definitely change. So ideally I would see if there was hardwood under this carpet here, and if not, just have the same floor go throughout, and then switch out this island for just one big solid rectangle island. That would give so much more counter space and kind of get rid of this weird seating area. But all the appliances needed fixed. The cabinets were fine, but I'm sure I would want to upgrade them if I wanted more money for the resale. There's just so many like doors and hallways because there's been so many add-ons. So now I'm showing you that is one set of stairs. There's actually 2 sets of stairs to get upstairs in the main house, and then there's another set of stairs to get upstairs above the garage. So there's 3 staircases in this house. The staircase I just showed you is probably the servant's staircase, and then there's the front staircase right by the front door that would have been used by the homeowners right there. So that's the other set of stairs. They go to the same area. They're really narrow and hard to use stairs. I don't show you really well, but there's some French doors there, or some sliding doors that are huge and amazing. This is back into that living room right by the kitchen. I love the brick over the fireplace. And here's like a bigger shot of the kitchen. So just really good space. Just really kind of chopped up, like old houses would be. So this is the front door again. This is kind of a better shot of the parlor, and then this is that front staircase. So sorry, it's kind of choppy. I was trying to corral my boys and look around and film at the same time. So this is a little bit better shot of that front room for you. So now we're going from the kitchen into some of the add-ons in the back. First is this Coca-Cola room, which we'll go into in a minute. I am going to show you, we just passed the basement door. So this is a really scary cellar. I knew when we were going to go look at this house, this was going to be one of the worst parts, was this cellar door. It's bad down there. There's black mold. My husband said he saw mushrooms. There was dripping water from who knows where. So that was a big problem, which we pretty much expected, but it was maybe even worse than we expected, to be honest. So this is one of those added on rooms. It's their Coca-Cola room. It legitimately looks like a restaurant. I have no idea what they're doing back here, but there's booths. There were fortune cookies. I would use this as a workspace and maybe even a room where I could have people come shop from. I loved the space back here. It's just very over decorated. I would love to like neutralize everything in there though. But maybe next time. That is their, oh, okay, now we are upstairs in the room that is above the garage. There was so much space up here above the garage. I could not tell that it was air conditioned though, so that was definitely a problem. But it would be so cool, like for a playroom or theater room for the boys up here, as long as you took all that furniture out. And I spotted this scale on the shelf. It's quite a hoard up here, I would say. You get a great view though out the front windows. This would be great like apartment space to rent out. I really love the potential of this area above the garage. It was very many square feet that are not being used well in my opinion right now, but there is this kind of scary door there, and that goes to some unfinished attic space. And you see the skeleton. I mean, this is definitely a semi-haunted house. That attic space was scary, and I don't know what we would do with it, but just a whole nother project. Right now we're back into the main house in the second story. That was one of the front bedrooms. I really liked all the natural light that came in there. This is looking out on that balcony in the front of the house. So now we're up on the second floor. Beautiful view. I would just love to take like some of the curtains down and just really let some of that light come in. And then this is over in the master bedroom. It's a huge room. It was definitely 2 rooms at one point because there's 2 doors that go into it. And then they did add on a master bath, which has carpet in it. Is that not the worst idea ever? This would be just a full gut. I mean, I don't like anything about the bathroom. The shower in the corner is really weird. Mostly because I think because of the carpet, it's just throwing me off. But a lot of closets in this house, a lot of bathrooms, 4 bed, 4 bath. So across the hall here is another bathroom. So that's on this one floor, there's 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, which is pretty impressive for a house this size. But like I said, they've actually combined bedrooms, so it would have had even more bedrooms back in the day. This would have been a very big house. Now we are going up the attic stairs, which this is really exciting up here. There's a creepy recliner that's covered. There's some rolled up carpet there. I don't know what happened there, but there's like a lot of spaces back here. I mean, a little spooky for sure, but the skylight windows, so cool. This would really be an amazing space if you had a lot of money. Look at Miles there. A lot of money to do whatever you could with it. It just looked so daunting though. I mean, there was just stuff everywhere. I can pretty much see through all that and see the potential of the house, but even I at the end was just like, that is so much junk to get out. Okay, so we're back from the house. I've had a little bit of time to think about it. I feel like I'm surprised, first of all, that my husband liked it as much as he did, but it was just too big of a project. There was no way. The cellar was definitely haunted. And I didn't even go down there, but my husband and our realtor, they saw black mold. My husband said there were mushrooms growing and there was dripping sounds, even though it hasn't rained here in a while. So it sounds like the cellar was as bad as it could be. I don't know that that means there's also foundation issues. They weren't able to tell that. So that was a problem. And then it was just so big, and every room needed something, and not necessarily just cosmetic. Like the bathrooms all really needed to be fully gutted, and that was 4 bathrooms. So I mean, maybe one of them just needed some cosmetic updates, but those are going to be really expensive, and no one wants to move into a house with gross bathrooms. Like, we would want that to be one of the first things we did, but the kitchen also needed a lot of attention. I feel like the layout I would be fine for a while, but the appliances are really old, so we would probably want to upgrade those pretty soon. There was just so much stuff in the house. The realtor was worried that anything that wasn't up to code wouldn't even be found in the inspection because of how full some of the rooms were. The attic was really, really cool, but it was just so filled with junk. Not to mention like a really questionable, scary old recliner and like rugs that were rolled up, and it's just, I was just getting bad vibes, you know? So all that to say, we're definitely not going to be purchasing this one. I am going to keep an eye on it just to see what it sells for, because we all agreed that $375 was too high for a price for a house that needed that much work. So that's that. The property was beautiful. I loved being out there. It was nice and quiet. But you're actually really close to an interstate there, so I really like the location. But it just looked like so much work. The space above the garage was really cool. It was kind of like just a living space over their 2-car garage. So there's just lots of like really cool bonus rooms, but the layout wasn't great because it had been added onto. We're not sure still if it was one addition or 2. I kind of like big like rolling houses like that have kind of like these hidden rooms or like surprising rooms, and this house definitely had all that. So I don't know, I think we're both kind of like, wow, it had a lot of potential, but it would be more than we could do right now with young kids. And then the money would be such a concern, because it's definitely the kind of house where like things are going to come up. But a really cool house. It was super fun to look in. It had a lot of outbuildings. Some of them just needed torn down. One of them, my husband went out and checked out, and there were just like rotting cars in them and just a lot of stuff. So I can guarantee that whoever lived there has lived there for a very long time, like probably like 30 plus years, where you just can accumulate a lot of stuff and the upkeep gets pretty hard. And it's just one of those houses that's been very well lived in. Super fun to look at, fun to get a lot of ideas for it, but it was just way too rough for us right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed looking through it like we did. You know, there's definitely some haunted vibes going on. Definitely a money pit. But, you know, I'm going to keep looking. I don't even know if a fixer-upper is what we need to be doing. Probably not, but it's still kind of fun to keep the hope alive and kind of get some fun projects rolling, even if it's maybe not the smartest idea. Well, we'll just keep looking and see what happens. Until then, I'll keep doing my antiques, keep homeschooling the kids, and letting you guys know what's going on. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.